Egg. Cat. Well, it's kind of been a while. Nothing much changed with the game, sadly. I know I'm late. It's like halfway into the season. Uh, just so it's like 20 days versus like the 40-ish days. So yeah, it's been a while. Um, I just been caught up with other stuff. Anyways, just a quick update for this current season. Do's and don'ts that the devs put in. Season pass came back to a season pass, no longer a style pass as previous. Still a lot of like upgrade boxes within here, some equipment blueprint fragments, which are new. One box gives you 10 fragments of any random gun or armor. What I mean by that is these fragments right here, like these weapon ones. You'll get 10 random at random of any of these. So yeah, TLDR, is the season pass worth it? I don't really think so. I haven't bought it. I might, maybe, but overall, like $25 for this, not really worth it. They changed the HUD for better or worse. I think it's more comprehensible than what it was before. Than like going on the zoomed out map, this shows everything. Sand Creek Co-op, play with your friends, co-op defense, lone tree tunnels. You see all the lone trees right here. Tells you um, your daily. I already did mine, 3 out of 3. Multiplayer survival, Bailey Island, Pam, Holotor, Twilight, Harsh. Uh, the biggest change was they took out all the PvP zones. So there's a really small one. It's like a, I mean, I could show you. It's just like a small like gladiator arena, and they took out the brute. Well, I guess they added the brute. I don't know if it was this season or last season, but they added a brute, and there's no longer like Gigas. Oh, there's another brute. I'll probably head over there eventually. So if I go here, the little conflict zone area. So if you and your friends want to duke it out, you can just come over and, you know, start fist fighting. This small like tombstone map is kind of fun. I can see the appeal with it. Lots of places to hide, different angles. You can rotate, visions, peeking corners, stuff like that. So, but yeah, as you can tell, there's no more conflict zone anywhere else. So that was another big change. A lot of people kind of don't like that. People like the PvP, but you know, to each their own. More things. Nothing's really changed. They'll just show you hot time, shows you buffs. There's always a party buff. It's fairly minor. Um, and then they'll tell you if it's XP, item drops, and whatever. And I can't stress this enough, but this does not mean that there's increased rates on SSR drops. This just means if you kill a zombie, they are 100% more likely to drop an equipment. That means, let's say, let's say it's 2% chance. You kill a zombie, it's 2% chance they'll drop like a gun. With this effect, now instead of 2%, it's 4%. All right, that's how this works, um, and that's for all the maps currently at this time period. So yeah, no changes to drops. It's still Twilight's facilities, and then Harsh's facilities and weapon blueprints. Next, boss raids. The original 2 boss raids haven't changed much or at all, essentially. Unless you live in the Americas and we have daylight savings, then, you know, the daylight savings thing happened. Everything got pushed out an hour, at least for me. But now we have the solo raid. And what the solo raid and it's exactly that. You run Dust Guard and you run construction site alone with your residents. big thing with your residents. This week, and it rotates weekly. This week is Dust Garden. The next week is going to be construction, and then the following week is going to be Dust Garden, so on and so forth. You can run it for free once a day, or you can spend red diamonds to try it 3 more times, which isn't really worth it. But you might as well get in your once a day. It gives you 10 ER, and it'll take like, I don't know, a minute, or technically it takes you 3 minutes because that's the timer. Um, you go here, combat record. This was my last run I did earlier today. As you can tell, most of my residents just end up dying in the first minute. I mean, you can't control where they go. They're just dumb AI, you know. They run around, they get themselves killed, and that's just how it is. Either way, the point of that, there is a ranking system for it. They did change all the rankings. Celtic score still doesn't really matter. If you have a high Celtic score, it means you're a whale. Uh, and it, going back to Celtic score, like here's your rewards. Like you don't need Trinity coins. Like you get plenty for just participating in raids. Next, PvP Escape is just Rootlands. Same thing, nothing changed. Single raid is probably the biggest one where you actually get equipment boxes. So, like getting to 100, you get 4 boxes still. It's still pretty good. From what I've observed, these gold boxes are really no different from these silver boxes. They say it's higher rate, but honestly, unless you're the first place, I'd rather get 5 boxes of silver than 2 boxes of gold, to be honest. That's my 2 cents on it. Guild, it's all the same. Nothing's changed. Basically meaning nothing's happened. There's new drip in the shop. And the packages are basically the same. You gotta be a bunny, you gotta be this guy. Resident outfits, all the same. There's no new residents, it's kinda PMO, but it is what it is. No new car, no new guns. It's all the same. Instead of carrots, we got ice crystals, all the same stuff in the shop. And yeah, that's really much it for this this season and what they added to it. There is a lot of glitches that happened at the beginning of the season, like you couldn't pick up loot off the floor if you. It was like a weird glitch. Like if you try to access someone else's loot or you try to loot too fast, you just couldn't pick up loot, and then you had to exit the game and relaunch it, and it was just annoying. They fixed it for the most part. Oh, I just got remembered. The collections, the journal has a new update with monsters. This one's actually a pretty good update. So the first one, big book, yeah, 20, 20 Trinity. The next step, you put these vials in. These vials are just RNG drop. You kill, like, you kill this person, they drop a vial, and then you just shove it in there. For Vex, I killed not that many. So I only have like 8 right here. So what that does is now you get 1% damage boost towards that enemy. Now it's not that much, but if you get the more rare ones that they drop, it's 4%. So if you get both of them, it's a total of 5% damage buff against that target, which is pretty crazy. So if you're trying to kill Skiddos, like I'm 3 off, but that's 5% extra damage. Titans as well. Oh, it's 5% extra damage. I haven't done it, but I've also finished Lone Tree. This can help you farm even quicker. One for Brute, one for the construction boss, one for the Dust Garden boss. They each have it. So incentive to just go out and always do the raids, because you never know if you get a drop. Like I don't have that many, but I've also haven't participated in raids that often. So collections itself hasn't really changed. Um, they said that they tweaked the stat informations on this side. I mean, this is just food for thought if you want to be a math person and run through it all. But ultimately, it's like, the damage, it is what it is. I mean, it's definitely helpful if you're trying to min max, and this shows you where you're lacking a lot of damage. But yeah. And then there's root, all the same thing. Camera, remote, monsters, residence, quests, effects, multiplayer, same, other, same. So yeah, not as much changed. Um, I guess there is, for the future of this game, the roadmap literally ends on the next season, which is, I believe, is the make it or break it, at least for me. Like, they say that they're gonna introduce a new dungeon, so I'm hoping like a new lone tree but different, and like, more party play, that's not so heavily focused on individual loot, because no one wants to farm together, because what if an SSR drops and it goes to one guy, but like it just makes the rest of the party feel bad. That's why I think Brute is a good idea, but Brute's limited to 3 times a week, so it's like whatever. So yeah, other than that, like, there's nothing much more to look forward to, at least for me. So who knows what the next season's gonna be, especially that they didn't release the Resident, which is kind of weird. Like, that's kind of their thing. So it is what it is. Anyways, bye bye.